I start each one of my snatch sessions with primers. This allows me to break down a complex movement that has multiple muscles, multiple joints, multiple requirements of flexibility, and break it down so I can warm it up and bridge everything together. I do 1 to 3 reps per movement, depending on how much my body needs to get the movement right, but not accumulate too much fatigue before actually going into the main movement of the day, in this case, the snatch. I like to make it so that each movement builds into the next movement and becomes a part of the next movement. And by the end of it, I have the full movement. So I start my snatch primers off with a snatch high pull, focusing on full balanced knee and hip extension, finishing with high elbows. This warms up my shoulders, warms up my legs, and allows me to focus on keeping that bar close to the body. Next, I take this into a muscle snatch, which focuses on all of the same things from the first snatch high pull, but now I focus on that turnover, which allows me to start practicing finding a consistent position overhead. Next, I take that into a no foot hang snatch, which just means that I'm not moving my feet outward, or I'm not trying to bring them up off the ground that much. There's some movement in the heel when I get into triple extension, but I don't move them left or right. This allows me to focus on all the things from my first 2 movements: triple extension, balanced full extension with my knees and hips, keeping the bar close with the elbows high, and then aggressively pulling underneath into a position that I can focus on loosening up my hips and opening up my mobility. Finally, I finished that primer complex with a full snatch. That way, I don't forget the whole goal of the day, which is to carry those segments into the full movement. This helps me so that by the time I get to snatches, I'm warmed up, I've built my way up to the weights that I'm going to be using for the snatches that day, and I focus on the main attributes I want to carry over into the snatches that day.